Joe Giudice's daughters celebrate his birthday, May 2025. Joe Giudice was feeling the love, even from thousands of miles away. The Real Housewives of New Jersey dad returned to Instagram this week to share the heartfelt messages he received from Gia, Gabriella, Melania, and Adriana Giudice, the daughters he shares with his ex-wife, Teresa Giudice. The posts were in honor of Joe's 53rd birthday and provided more insight into his role as a father. The Giudice daughters send birthday wishes to their dad, Joe Giudice. Gia uploaded an Instagram story of her and her dad's recent reunion in Italy, where they attended a family wedding. "Happy birthday, Dad," the Next Gen NYC cast member wrote. "Another year to be blessed and grateful for. I love you more than life itself. Thank you for being an amazing dad to my sisters and I. No matter the distance, my heart is always with you." Joe's youngest daughter, Adriana, also shared a photo collage of her and her pops in the Bahamas. "Happy birthday to the one and only. You never fail to put a smile on my face," Adriana captioned the post. "I love you no matter the distance." Gabriella's tribute offered a dose of nostalgia as she uploaded a childhood photo of her sitting on her dad's shoulders as stood on a boardwalk. The throwback was accompanied by a short but very sweet message. "I love you," she wrote. "Happy birthday, Dad." Melania Giudice shares a peek at her and Joe Giudice's bond. Melania, who previously described herself as Joe's favorite, shared a compilation video of all the Snapchats she's received from her father. The reel included some of Joe's daily greetings to Melania and a few funny comments about his experience on the app. "Hi Melania, I love you, my sweetie baby. Love you, miss you," he said before the video cut to another message. "All right, Melania, now you got me on Snapchat. I better keep doing Snapchat with you, otherwise we're gonna lose the streak, and then they're gonna charge me 49 cents every time I want to Snapchat with you. Happy birthday to the best dad ever." Melania captioned the May 22 post. "Miles may keep us apart, but nothing can ever break our bond. You're my best friend, my buddy, and my hero always. I miss you every day, but I carry you with me in everything I do. I love you forever, Dad." As seen on Instagram, Joe celebrated his birthday in his home country of Italy. The Jersey dad posted a story of his loved ones singing him happy birthday as he was presented with a box of Neapolitan graphs from Chalet Zero. Joe Giudice opens up about his life in the Bahamas. Joe returned to Italy in 2019 after he was deported from the United States. About 2 years later, he traveled to the Bahamas for a celebrity boxing match and has remained there ever since. He spoke about his new life in the January 29 episode of Turning the Tables with Teresa Giudice, explaining why he preferred the Caribbean over Italy. "You grow up someplace, you get used to everything," he said about his American upbringing. "I mean, that's why I adapted here in the Bahamas, Nassau, because it's kind of like Americanized, and I always see American people here. So I kind of feel like I'm close to home. When I was in Italy, it wasn't really the same. It was nice, but it just felt far. Like here, it's close. It's only 2.5 hours away. And I guess because everybody comes and visits me, I don't feel like I'm too far." Across the sea, a birthday for Dad. A sunrise over Naples. Joe Giudice stood on his villa's balcony in Naples, Italy, the early morning sun casting warm light across the tiled rooftops and terracotta-colored buildings below. Birds chirped from the lemon trees in his courtyard, and the scent of strong espresso wafted up from the nearby cafe. Another year had passed, and it was his 53rd birthday. He chuckled softly to himself. 53, huh, he muttered. "Didn't think I'd be blowing out candles in Italy again." His phone vibrated on the patio table next to him. He picked it up to find a message from Gia, his eldest. "Happy birthday, Dad, another year to be blessed and grateful for. I love you more than life itself. Thank you for being an amazing dad to my sisters and I. No matter the distance, my heart is always with you." He smiled, tapping the screen gently, letting her message sink in. The photo attached was from their recent trip to Calabria for a cousin's wedding, a rare reunion that had left him floating for weeks afterward. She'd worn a flowing green dress that reminded him of Teresa when they were young and carefree. Gia had her mother's fierceness, but his stubborn heart. He sipped his coffee and scrolled. Another notification. Little snapshots of love. A college lit up his screen, this one posted by his youngest, Adriana. She was barely 5 when he left. Now, at 15, she was growing into a young woman, faster than he could comprehend, graceful, strong, full of fire. The photos showed them in the Bahamas, laughing on the beach, snorkeling, and dancing to some reggaeton beat during a lazy Sunday on Paradise Island. Happy birthday to the one and only, she'd written. You never fail to put a smile on my face. I love you no matter the distance. His throat tightened. He tried, really tried, to be present in the ways he could. Phone calls, video chats, surprise visits during school breaks. Whatever it took to stay part of their lives. He'd promised himself long ago that no matter where life took him, he'd never be too far from his girls. He opened Instagram again. Shoulders and memories. Gabriella's post was simple. A single image, her age 6, sitting high on his shoulders on a Jersey boardwalk, wind in her hair and cotton candy in her hand. He remembered the day perfectly, one of those last vacations before everything began to unravel. I love you. Happy birthday, Dad, was all she wrote. But it was enough. Gabriella had always been the quiet one, private, studious, the one most affected when he left, though she'd rarely spoken about it. When she did, it came in flashes, a hug that lingered too long, a tearful whisper during a car ride, or, like now, a childhood photo that said everything she couldn't. He saved the picture to his phone and closed his eyes, letting the memory of that day fill the space between them. Melania's real. A notification from Melania popped up next, bold, loud, unmistakably Melania. He tapped on it, and a video began to play. Her compilation of Snapchat clips had him laughing within seconds. In one, he was brushing his teeth and saying good morning. In another, he tried to figure out how to use a filter, his face suddenly turning into a puppy. The highlight was a bit where he warned Melania. You got me on Snapchat. I better keep doing this, otherwise we're gonna lose the streak, and they're gonna charge me 49 cents every time I want to Snapchat with you. Typical Melania, funny, dramatic, deeply attached to him. She never let the world forget how close they were. Happy birthday to the best dad ever, she'd written in her post. Miles may keep us apart, but nothing can ever break our bond. You're my best friend, my buddy, and my hero always. I miss you every day, but I carry you with me in everything I do. I love you forever, Dad. Joe sat back, watching the video again, this time slower. His heart was full, his eyes misty. Every word she said wrapped around him like a hug from thousands of miles away. A birthday in Italy. Later that evening, Joe's small circle of Italian cousins and neighbors gathered in the courtyard of his villa. His Aunt Lucia brought over a box of warm Neapolitan graffs from Chalet Zero, dusted with sugar and filled with lemon custard. Someone lit candles and started singing. Buon compleanno a te. Joe raised a glass of red wine and smiled at the familiar faces around him. Life had taken him to unexpected places. From the bustling streets of New Jersey to the serene coast of Italy and the sandy shores of the Bahamas, he had learned that home wasn't a place, it was the people who loved you. But even in the laughter, his mind drifted to his daughters. They were his anchors. They kept him grounded when he could have drifted away. Each birthday message felt like a heartbeat reminding him he mattered. As he blew out the candles, he made a silent wish, not for himself, but for his daughters, that they'd always be safe, that they'd always feel loved, and that someday he'd get to spend every birthday with them again. Reflections in the Caribbean. Days later, Joe was back in the Bahamas, where he now lived part-time. He sat at a cafe near the marina, sipping coconut water and scrolling through his photos from the trip. The salt air carried the sound of music from a nearby beach, and tourists passed by in flip-flops and sun hats. He opened a voice note from Gia. "Hey Dad, I know the birthday's over, but I just wanted to tell you how proud I am of you. You've been through so much, but you never let it change your heart. I love you, Dad. See you soon." He pressed it to his ear again, replaying it. He remembered what he told Teresa on her podcast back in January. The Bahamas feel like home. It's Americanized, but with peace. Italy was beautiful, but it always felt like I was a visitor. Here, people come, they visit me. I don't feel far. And it was true. He'd carved out a new life, rebuilt his world from the pieces left behind. But no matter where he lived, part of him would always be in Jersey with his girls. The group chat? Back in the US, the Giudice girls were texting each other in a group chat titled Giudice Girls. Melania, did Dad like the video? I used the one where he says, "Miss you, my sweetie baby." Adriana, he texted me 3 hearts and a crying emoji. So yes, lol. Gia, I think we should do something big next year, like actually fly to the Bahamas and surprise him. Gabriella, he would lose his mind. Let's do it.